What if I told you that one of Britain's most celebrated young actors wasn't born into fame, wasn't raised in luxury, and didn't have powerful Hollywood connections, but instead carried a dream across an ocean, overcame heartbreaking loss, and turned every obstacle into an opportunity? Long before flashing cameras, before prestigious award ceremonies, before critics praised him as one of the finest actors of his generation, there was a little boy growing up in Jamaica whose life would change forever after one heartbreaking tragedy. A tragedy that forced his family to leave everything they knew. A tragedy that would send them on a journey thousands of miles away. A journey filled with sacrifice, hard work, faith, and hope. Today, Michael Ward is recognized around the world for his unforgettable performances in films and television series. He has won awards, worked alongside some of the biggest names in the entertainment industry, and become one of the most respected young actors in Britain. But behind every achievement lies a story few people truly know. This is not just the story of an actor. It is the story of resilience, of family, of determination, and of a young man who refused to let his circumstances define his future. This is the complete life story of Michael Ward. A boy from Jamaica. Michael Ward was born on November 18, 1997, in Spanish Town, St. Catherine Parish, Jamaica. Spanish Town is one of Jamaica's oldest cities, filled with rich history, colorful culture, and strong community ties. For many children growing up there, life was simple. Days were spent surrounded by neighbors who knew one another. Music echoed through the streets. Family gatherings brought everyone together. Children played outside until sunset. That was the world Michael first came to know. Although his family was not wealthy, they were surrounded by love and strong family values. His earliest memories were shaped by the warmth of Jamaican culture, a culture built on resilience, community, respect, and joy. No one could have imagined that this quiet little boy would one day become one of Britain's biggest acting stars. At that time, he wasn't dreaming about movie sets. He wasn't thinking about red carpets. He was simply enjoying childhood. But life had other plans. Plans that would arrive much sooner than anyone expected. The heartbreak that changed everything. Every great story has a turning point. For Michael, it came far too early. While he was still a young child, tragedy struck the Ward family. His father passed away. Losing a parent is devastating at any age. For a child, it can completely reshape the future. Michael suddenly had to grow up without his father's guidance, protection, and everyday presence. His family was left grieving. But grief was only part of the challenge. There were also practical realities. His mother now carried the enormous responsibility of raising the family alone. She had to make difficult decisions. She wanted her children to have opportunities that might not be available if they stayed in Jamaica. So she made one of the bravest choices a parent can make. She left her homeland, she packed up her children, and she moved thousands of miles away to England. It wasn't simply a move. It was a leap of faith. A decision fueled by love and hope. She believed that, although life would become harder in the short term, the future could become brighter for her children. Michael was still very young when that journey began. He may not have fully understood the sacrifices his mother was making at the time. But years later, he would come to recognize just how extraordinary her courage truly was. Starting over in London. Arriving in East London was both exciting and overwhelming. Everything felt different. The weather was colder. The accents sounded unfamiliar. The schools operated differently. Even everyday customs required adjustment. For many immigrant children, fitting in can be one of the biggest challenges. Michael experienced that reality firsthand. He had to learn how to navigate a completely new environment while still holding onto his Jamaican identity. Life wasn't luxurious. The family worked hard. Money was carefully managed. Every expense mattered. His mother did everything she could to provide stability. She encouraged discipline, respect, education, and perseverance. These values became deeply rooted in Michael's character. He watched his mother work tirelessly. He saw the sacrifices she made. Those experiences taught him lessons that no classroom could ever teach. He learned that success demands effort, that dreams require patience, and that gratitude should never disappear. no matter how successful someone becomes. Looking back, Michael has often expressed appreciation for the strength his mother showed during those difficult years. Her determination became his inspiration. Whenever challenges appeared later in life, he remembered the example she had set. If she could rebuild an entire life in a new country, surely he could overcome whatever obstacles stood in his own path. Growing up between two worlds, Michael's childhood became a blend of two cultures. At home, Jamaican traditions remained alive. The food, the music, the conversations, the values, all reminded him of where he came from. Outside the home, he was building a British identity. He attended local schools, made new friends, learned British customs, and gradually found his place within London's multicultural communities. Rather than choosing one identity over the other, Michael embraced both. His Jamaican heritage gave him strength. His British upbringing gave him opportunity. Together, they shaped the unique perspective that would later influence his acting. Many of the characters he would eventually portray carried similar themes of identity, belonging, family, and resilience. Perhaps that's why his performances feel so genuine. He understands what it means to struggle, to adapt, to grow, and to keep moving forward. Those experiences weren't learned from scripts. They were lived. School days and big dreams. Like many boys his age, Michael wasn't thinking about becoming an actor. His biggest passion was football. He loved the game. He admired professional players. He dreamed of playing at the highest level. Football gave him confidence. It taught teamwork, discipline, competition, and determination. Friends and teachers recognized his athletic ability. For a long time, it seemed entirely possible that football, not acting, would define his future. But life often opens doors we never expect. As Michael grew older, another opportunity quietly appeared. People began noticing his striking appearance, his height, his confidence, his calm personality. Modeling agencies showed interest. At first, it was simply another opportunity to earn money and gain experience. He had no idea that modeling would eventually introduce him to an entirely different world. The world of entertainment. And that world was about to change his life forever. The unexpected path to stardom. Sometimes, the biggest opportunities arrive when you least expect them. For Michael Ward, that opportunity didn't begin on a movie set. It began with a photograph. As he entered his late teenage years, people constantly noticed his striking appearance. Standing tall with a natural confidence and a calm, magnetic presence, Michael caught the attention of modeling scouts. At first, he didn't see modeling as a lifelong career. To him, it was simply a chance to earn some money and explore something new. He signed with a modeling agency and soon found himself appearing in fashion campaigns and photo shoots. The work introduced him to an entirely different world. He learned how to stand confidently in front of cameras, how to express emotion without speaking, how to remain professional under pressure. Although he didn't realize it at the time, modeling was quietly preparing him for something much bigger. It also introduced him to people working in television and film. Casting directors began noticing that Michael possessed more than just a great look. He had presence, a quality that can't be taught. The kind of presence that immediately captures attention whenever someone walks into a room. That quality would soon change his life forever. Discovering the power of acting, Michael decided to audition for acting roles. Unlike many performers who spend years attending drama school, Michael's path into acting was unconventional. He relied on instinct, observation, and an eagerness to learn. Every audition became a classroom. Every rejection became motivation. Every opportunity helped him grow. Instead of trying to imitate other actors, Michael focused on telling truthful stories. He wanted audiences to believe every emotion, every conversation, every struggle. That authenticity quickly impressed directors. One of his earliest television appearances came in the British drama Brotherhood, where he began learning what it truly meant to work on a professional production. Although the role wasn't enormous, it gave him confidence. More importantly, it proved that he belonged. Soon afterward, he appeared in the A-List, a supernatural teen drama that introduced him to a wider audience. With every project, Michael became more comfortable in front of the camera. But the breakthrough everyone dreams about was still waiting. Top Boy changes everything. Then came one phone call that transformed Michael Ward's career. He was cast in Top Boy, one of Britain's most acclaimed crime dramas. The series had already built a loyal fan base because of its realistic storytelling and unforgettable characters. Joining such a respected production was both exciting and intimidating. Michael embraced the challenge. His performance displayed remarkable emotional depth. He portrayed a young man navigating loyalty, family, and survival in a difficult environment. Viewers connected with his honesty. Critics noticed his natural ability to make even quiet moments feel powerful. Suddenly, audiences across Britain were asking the same question. Who is Michael Ward? He wasn't simply another newcomer anymore. He was becoming one of the industry's most exciting rising stars. But even greater success was just around the corner. Blue Story makes him a star. In 2019, Michael accepted the role that would change everything. He starred as Marco in Blue Story, a gripping drama inspired by real-life events. The film explored friendship, loyalty, gang rivalry, heartbreak, and the devastating consequences of violence. It wasn't just another crime movie. It was an emotional story about young people whose lives were shaped by the communities around them. Michael delivered a performance filled with vulnerability, strength, and authenticity. Audiences laughed with him, cried with him, and felt every difficult decision his character faced. The film became one of the year's most talked about British productions. Critics praised Michael's emotional range. Many described him as one of the brightest young talents in British cinema. Almost overnight, his career reached another level. The actor who had once worked ordinary jobs was suddenly receiving recognition from across the entertainment industry. Dreams that once seemed impossible were becoming reality. A BAFTA win that changed his life. Awards don't define an actor, but sometimes they announce to the world that greatness has arrived. In 2020, Michael Ward received one of Britain's highest honors for emerging talent. He won the BAFTA Rising Star Award. The award is particularly special because it recognizes actors with exceptional promise and is voted on by the public alongside industry recognition. Standing on stage to accept the award was an unforgettable moment. Years earlier, he had arrived in England as a young immigrant whose family was searching for opportunity. Now, he was being celebrated by the country's biggest film organization. It was more than a personal victory. It was a tribute to his mother's sacrifices, a tribute to his late father, and a reminder that perseverance truly pays off. For Michael, the award wasn't the finish line. It was only the beginning. Sharing the screen with Hollywood's finest. Winning a BAFTA opened even bigger doors. Directors who had admired his work now wanted him in their films. One of the biggest opportunities came when legendary filmmaker Sam Mendes cast Michael in Empire of Light. The film featured Academy Award-winning actress Olivia Colman. Working alongside performers of that caliber was both exciting and educational. Michael proved he belonged among some of the world's finest actors. His performance once again earned praise for its sincerity and emotional honesty. He continued expanding his career with projects including The Beautiful Game, a moving story inspired by the Homeless World Cup. The role allowed him to combine powerful storytelling with themes of hope, redemption, and human resilience. As international filmmakers continued recognizing his talent, Michael became one of Britain's most sought-after young actors. Every new project demonstrated another side of his remarkable ability. Whether portraying vulnerability, strength, compassion, or quiet determination, he consistently delivered performances that stayed with audiences long after the credits rolled. Staying grounded despite success. Fame changes many people, but those who know Michael often describe him as remarkably humble. Despite his growing international success, he has never forgotten where he came from. He remembers the small apartment his family once called home. He remembers watching his mother work tirelessly. He remembers the uncertainty of starting over in a new country. Those memories keep him grounded. Instead of chasing celebrity status, Michael focuses on improving his craft. He carefully selects projects that challenge him creatively. He values meaningful storytelling over instant fame. That attitude has earned him respect not only from fans but also from fellow actors and filmmakers. In an industry often obsessed with popularity, Michael has built a reputation for authenticity. He lets his performances speak louder than headlines. And perhaps that is one of the greatest reasons his career continues to flourish. Love, relationships, and life away from the cameras. For many celebrities, the spotlight never switches off. Every friendship becomes a headline. Every photograph sparks rumors. Every public appearance leads to endless speculation. But Michael Ward has chosen a different path. Despite becoming one of Britain's most recognizable young actors, he has remained remarkably private about his personal life. Over the years, tabloids and social media have linked him to several women after they were seen together at events or shared mutual friends. As is common with many public figures, these rumors often spread quickly, but Michael has rarely addressed them publicly. Instead, he has consistently drawn a clear line between his professional career and his private life. In interviews, he prefers discussing his work, his family, and the lessons he has learned rather than his romantic relationships. That decision hasn't made fans any less curious. If anything, it has made people even more interested in the man behind the performances. But Michael believes some parts of life are meant to remain personal. In an era where many celebrities share every detail online, his quiet approach has earned respect from many of his fans. He understands that fame is temporary. Character lasts much longer. Is Michael Ward married? One of the most frequently searched questions about Michael Ward is simple. Is he married? The answer, based on publicly available information, is no. Michael Ward has not announced a marriage, nor has he publicly introduced a wife. There have been no confirmed reports of an engagement or wedding. Although rumors occasionally appear online, none have been verified by Michael himself. His focus has largely remained on building a career that continues to grow with every new project. For now, acting appears to be his greatest commitment. Fans continue to support him, understanding that he has chosen to keep his personal relationships away from public attention. Does Michael Ward have children? Another question that frequently appears online is whether Michael Ward has children. As of the latest publicly available information, there is no confirmed record that Michael Ward has any children. He has never announced becoming a father, and no reliable public sources indicate that he has children. Instead, much of his time appears dedicated to developing his acting career, traveling for film productions, attending premieres, and preparing for new roles. While many fans hope that one day he may share more about his personal life, Michael has made it clear through his actions that privacy is something he values deeply. The man behind the fame. Away from movie cameras and red carpets, Michael Ward is known for being thoughtful, humble, and deeply connected to his roots. He has often spoken about the importance of family. No matter how successful he becomes, he never forgets the sacrifices his mother made after moving the family from Jamaica to England. That journey shaped his outlook on life. It taught him gratitude, patience, and resilience. Friends and colleagues frequently describe Michael as calm, respectful, and hardworking. Rather than chasing attention, he focuses on improving his craft. He enjoys spending time with family and close friends, maintaining relationships that existed long before fame found him. Michael also remains proud of his Jamaican heritage. He has spoken about how important it is to represent both Jamaica and Britain with pride, showing young people from similar backgrounds that their dreams are achievable. His story resonates with many immigrant families who understand the challenges of starting over in a new country. Overcoming challenges. Although Michael's rise appears smooth from the outside, every successful journey includes obstacles. Breaking into acting without traditional drama school training required enormous determination. He had to prove that talent and dedication could stand alongside formal education. He also faced the challenge of entering an industry where opportunities for young black actors were not always equal. Instead of allowing those barriers to discourage him, Michael focused on what he could control. He prepared thoroughly. He remained patient. He continued learning from every role. Every audition became another chance to improve. Every setback became another lesson. That mindset helped transform him from a newcomer into one of Britain's most respected actors. His journey reminds aspiring performers that rejection is not failure. Sometimes, it is simply preparation for something greater. Building a lasting legacy. Success is often measured by awards. But true legacy is measured by influence. Michael Ward has already inspired thousands of young people who see themselves in his story. A child born in Jamaica. A family that faced heartbreaking loss. A mother who sacrificed everything for her children. A young boy who adapted to life in a new country. And a determined young man who refused to let hardship define his future. Through his performances, Michael has helped bring authentic, emotionally rich stories to the screen. His work has challenged stereotypes, highlighted important social issues, and expanded opportunities for a new generation of actors. By choosing meaningful roles instead of simply chasing blockbuster fame, he has shown that great storytelling can leave a lasting impact. His career continues to grow internationally, and many believe his biggest achievements are still ahead of him. With every performance, he proves that talent, discipline, and authenticity never go out of style. The story is still being written. Imagine telling a young boy growing up in Spanish Town, Jamaica, that one day he would walk the red carpets of the world's biggest film festivals. Imagine telling that same boy that audiences across the globe would one day know his name. He might not have believed you. Yet through resilience, hard work, faith in himself, and the unwavering support of his family, Michael Ward transformed possibility into reality. His journey reminds us that where you begin does not determine where you can go. Loss does not have to become the end of your story. Starting over can become the beginning of something extraordinary. Every challenge can become a stepping stone. Every sacrifice can create new opportunities. And every dream, no matter how impossible it may seem, deserves a chance. Michael Ward's story is still unfolding. More films will come. More unforgettable performances will follow. More milestones will be achieved. But regardless of what the future holds, one thing is already certain. He has become far more than an award-winning actor. He has become a symbol of perseverance, hope, and determination for people around the world. His story proves that true stars are not simply born. They are forged through courage, sacrifice, and the refusal to give up. And for Michael Ward, the brightest chapters of his remarkable journey may still lie ahead.